Hi, my name is Sara Self, and today I'll be giving you my informative speech. Weddings are filled with sacred traditions, but not all those traditions are the same around the world. This topic is important to you because you're either married, will get married, or will at least attend a wedding at some point in your life. I chose to talk about this because I recently got engaged this spring and have found that a lot of weddings are not the same throughout the world and wanted to do some more research on it and share my findings with you today. Because we're short on time, I'll only be talking about three main areas of the world. I'll start with talking about wedding traditions here in the United States, then I'll talk about wedding traditions in China, and finally I'll talk about wedding traditions in Europe. Let's start with wedding traditions in the United States. According to a survey taken last year by the Knot.com, they found that 37% of weddings take place in the summer months of June, July, and August. They also found that 17 tons of gold are turned into wedding rings each year, and 7,000 couples get married in the U.S. every single day. Here in the U.S., brides will typically carry or wear something old to help you represent the connection between their past, present, and future, and they'll carry or wear something blue to represent purity and love. About 70% of brides will wear the traditional diamond ring on their left hand. And here in the U.S., we have the most flexible wedding traditions. And most of our wedding traditions come from an adaptation of Europe. But some couples will pull from their heritage and family background and do the ceremony and reception to their heritage and style. Now, while weddings in the U.S. vary from couple to couple, there are some things that are always the same. And that's the tossing of the bouquet in the garter, the toast to the couple at the reception, and the first dance and first kiss. Now I'll tell you a little bit more about wedding traditions in China. According to an article posted on Business Insider on October 18, 2011, Chinese wedding ceremonies put a strong emphasis on the dates that they get married. Bride and grooms will actually hire a fortune teller to look at almanacs and the stars and study the couple and decide what date is going to be the best of luck for them to get married on, and they will actually choose the date of the wedding, not the bride and groom. In Asian cultures, there were robes that are very ornate and elaborate with cranes all over them to symbolize a long-lasting marriage. And according to Live Science, an article that they posted on November 1st, 2011 states that a modern Chinese bride will have up to 3 wedding dresses. Their first dress would be a slim-fitting frock that would be elaborate and ornate, and most of the time is the color red because in Chinese culture, red will symbolize strength and luck. Their second dress would be like the traditional wedding dress here in the United States and would be a white ball gown or something like that. And their third and final dress would be a fun colored cocktail dress that they would choose based on their style and what they want, and it would be the dress that they would leave the reception in. Now I'll tell you a little bit more about wedding traditions that happen in Europe. In England, it is known that finding a spider in the bride's dress is good luck. And unlike the Chinese who are focused on the actual date of the wedding, people in Europe are more focused on the day of the week. Monday symbolizes wealth, while Tuesday is about good health, and Wednesday is the absolute best day for you to get married. They find that the luckiest. And oddly enough, Saturday is the most unlucky day to get married. Princess Victoria is the one who started the tradition of the bridal chorus that the brides would walk down the aisle to. Now it's in 1858. And Queen Victoria was the one who started the tradition of the white dress. Before that, brides would just wear the nicest thing they owned or that they could afford, and not necessarily something white. Catholic traditions of posting the banns to announce a marriage was originally started to ensure that the bride and groom weren't related. The bride stands to the left of the groom in the olden traditions because the groom would have to use his right hand to continue to fight off suitors while he was getting married to the bride. Now I've talked to you about wedding traditions in China, Europe, and in America. And I want to thank you for taking time out of your day to listen to my speech. I hope you learned a lot and enjoyed it. Thanks.